in your life at one time or another. Speaking of trials, me and my wife, we had a trial happen to us. We lost an 18-year-old son in a car accident on November 6th of 2007. Great kid. He was an AP calculus student at Steel Canyon High School here locally. And cross-country runner there. He ran since he was the age of 8. He ran 40 miles a week on average.
Wow.
And he was actually on his way to a cross-country running class when it happened. It was middle of the day. He was attending Mesa College. He was on the Mesa College cross-country team. He just got a used car. He'd been driving for 1 week. It was an Acura Integra. He was used to driving a 4-cylinder Jeep that was gutless. So he got in this car. He was running late. It was a dry road day. And he hit it going about 90 miles an hour. And he lost control of his car. We think something failed in his car. And he ended his life right there. Have you ever seen this house with the white cross on the roof on the 94 West Freeway? It's by College Grove. There's an In-N-Out Burger over here. In-N-Out Burgers on this side of the freeway on 94. Oh, you've eaten at In-N-Out. Your age, I'm sure you have. Well, there's only one In-N-Out in this part of the city that I'm aware of. There's one in Eastlake too, I think. But this is the 94 going west. If you look over there and drive, it's near College Grove Shopping Center. This is College Grove over here.
Yeah.
That house with the white cross has been there for many years, way before my son's accident. These skid marks here are his skid marks. Notice how they're dead center on the cross? There used to be a pepper tree here. He hit the pepper tree. He had a seatbelt on. It ripped him out of his seatbelt, and he landed in the backyard of his house looking up at the cross, perfectly positioned looking up at the cross on the side of a hill over here. Parts of his car were scattered around the cross on the roof. In fact, we have news video coverage up on our website that actually shows the owner of the house picking up parts of his car off the roof around the cross. So I tell you that because, it was a trial in our life. Do we think he accepted Jesus Christ before he died? Yeah, we do, but we're his earthly parents. Kids will tell their parents anything to get off their back. It's like, we're encouraging him, but his heavenly Father knows whether he believed and trusted in it, right? And he was going to the Rock at the time, and Miles was delivering a lot of, strong words, and the Lord was working through him. And I pray that he was trusting in that when that happened. But so that happened, and that was a major. We miss him. We miss him this day. But that happened, and he donated his body to an organization called LifeShare. Okay. They had eyes and skin and all kinds of things they use for burn victims, that kind of thing. Anyway, we got a letter from a 18-year-old baseball pitcher that was going to Mater Dei High School. And he sent us a letter thanking us for the donation. A real nicely written letter. At the bottom of the letter, he said, "Please call me." And he left his phone number. So my wife got on her cell phone and called him and got his voicemail. I left him a voicemail. And we didn't hear anything back from him for months. Nothing. No call, no nothing. We thought, maybe he's just not going to call us back. Yeah. Well, my wife and I are foster youth mentors. We've been foster youth mentors for many years. Even my son was alive. He was very active in teaching kids how to ride bikes, quads, all kinds of things. And one day we were driving our foster youth mentee from the county from Hamul to Coronado, and we were taking the 94 freeway. We were right in front of this house. My wife's cell phone rings. Who do you think's calling us the very first time talking to us vocally? The 18-year-old boy that got the ligament. And he goes, "Oh, okay." So he said we decided to have dinner with him, and we met him and his mom up at the Claim Jumper restaurant up in Carlsbad. We had dinner there at night, sat down, started talking to him, and the 18-year-old boy asked, he said, "What kind of car did Devin drive?" And we said it was an Acura Integra and the model and everything. And he looks at us funny and he goes, "I drive that same car." We thought, okay, that was a little different. And then we started talking to his mom, and his mom is a CASA, and they're like foster youth mentors. Mm-hmm. They take kids out and go shopping with them and that kind of thing. And then we find out his father is a child abuse judge. So we said, okay, that was different. And the next thing that happened, I'm telling you testimony in my life where we think God was working. God's working in our life all the time. But we felt he really revealed himself in these occurrences that happened. We've been talking about adopting a boy for many years because we've been mentors for many years. And my son was all on board with it. He really liked the idea, and we just never got around to it when he was alive. Well, we knew we were going to the Rock Church at the time, and we knew about, I don't know if you've ever heard of the lady, her name is Lisa Walker at the Rock Church. She runs the Step Up ministry there. She's an African American lady, and she does the foster youth program and kind of sets mentors up with one another and that kind of thing. We knew her, but we didn't. My wife contacted her and started talking to her about the how to adopt, and she goes, "Well, can I call you back? I got some information I want to give you, and I'll call you back." Well, my wife gave her a cell phone number, and we didn't hear anything back from her for months. Months and months and months went by. No call back from her, nothing. The last place we saw my son alive was at the Olive Garden restaurant in Grossmont Center. We had dinner there as a family many times together. Well, we had dinner with my son the last time there, and then my wife headed up to a convention in Long Beach. And after my son's death, we were reluctant to go back there because of the memories and that kind of thing. Well, one night, we just said, you know what, let's go back. Had dinner there. We walked out of the restaurant. In almost the exact spot we said goodbye to my son for the last time, my wife's cell phone rings, and who do you think's calling us? Lisa Walker. Lisa Walker calls us. She goes, "I'm sorry I didn't call you back sooner. I was on a missions trip in Jamaica." You can validate whether Lisa Walker is really, she's still part of the Rock. You can find out. Anyway, then she says, she gives us the information about the adoption process. We contact the adoption agency, and actually the boy we've adopted, we're going through the court proceedings right now, but he moved into our home May the 28th of this year. He's actually playing on the playground up here right now. Yeah. So when it came time to meet him for the very first time, we were given an address. There's tons of foster homes all over San Diego County. And we were given an address, and my wife puts it in her cell phone. She's got one of those GPS talking map things. And we put the address in, and we started following the directions. My son was headed for Mesa College when he died, okay? We started noticing with the directions that are just talking to us, we're getting close to Mesa College. I said, why are we getting close to Mesa College? We're getting closer to Mesa College. We're at the front gate of Mesa College. We just look at each other. My wife's cell phone says turn left. The place where this boy used to live borders Mesa College. So God's real, and he sees the conversation that we're having right now, and he wants you in heaven. I don't think it's I think God had us sit down together today for a reason. There's a reason to everything we're doing. You just got to kind of open our eyes and kind of take a recognition of it. But anyway, I got any questions for me? Just give you something to think about, chew on. But I just pray I see us in heaven someday, and I just, sharing the gospel with people is important. What we tell people is this: I'm sure that you have friends, like we all do, that are not saved. And they come to you and go, you know what, I don't believe in that God thing, Jesus thing. No, don't even talk to me about it. But let's say that one of them got in a car accident today, and you had an opportunity to tell them about Jesus, and you just were too shy, or just you felt stupid saying something to them about it, and you just kind of can't do it. And they got in a car accident, and if they hadn't accepted Jesus Christ when they died, where are they going? Hell. To hell. So picture that friend, put that friend in your mind, now in hell. And if he had the opportunity to talk to you about what he's feeling in hell, and he's saying to you, why didn't you say something to me? I thought you cared about me. I thought we were friends. And you kept it to yourself. All right, that's something that helps motivate us. Yeah. If we say we believe in heaven and hell, why aren't we saying something to people? Mm-hmm. Why are we keeping that to ourselves? But anyway, I thank you for your time, and God bless you. God bless you. All right, I'm glad you're...